I just recreated the American Idiot album art. Look, I got at least 4 copies of this sucker. I might have more. We are ranking the movements of Homecoming, the song that sort of, in a way, started the entire album. There's 5 movements, just like Jesus of Suburbia. Every piece of this beautiful puzzle is perfect. This thing has gotten really beat up over time. It's gotten really stained over time. It just keeps getting cooler and cooler. But we're going to go from worst to best. And this was really challenging, but it was a lot of fun because we're Green Day nerds, right? I mean, you've got at least 4 copies of American Idiot, right? Like, you played out. Like, there was that one CD, you played it until it disintegrated. And then you had to get these book versions of all the Green Day albums, right? You are a super fan. You're an international super fan, right? Coming in first and worst, but still perfect, is going to be East 12th Street. And I just saw this street. I was in Charleston, South Carolina yesterday and saw East 12th Street, but it was East Street 12. So a little bit different. Not the one in California, like right here shown in this picture. But this one, musically, a lot of the parts of Jesus of Suburbia and Homecoming are not like drastic changes. It's just kind of like pacing of the big rock instrumental, and then some of the parts like Rock and Roll Girlfriend and Nobody Likes You do change a lot. But East 12th Street is sort of the big rocking anthemic, like Queen style rock and roll, and it does sort of echo the parts of Jesus of Suburbia, where he's stuck in this disillusioned world where nobody cares. And I've tried to figure out what these scratched out words are, and I think they're made up. I think they are made up scratched out words because you can't tell what the name is on what's her name. You can't read. What does that say? What does that say? You can't freaking tell. But East Jesus 12th Street is amazing. I hate putting any of these last. But it's the build-up. It's the build-up of the aftermath of Wake Me Up When September Ends, which some people say is not part of the story, but it is. It is very much a part of the story because you get the one happy moment in She's a Rebel, the very happy She's a Rebel, and then it instantly goes bad on Extraordinary Girl. And then she sends him a letter bomb, a breakup letter, and he is sad in Wake Me Up When September Ends. So now we are dealing with the aftermath of him running away from home, joining or sort of becoming this anti-establishment punk rocker of sorts, but being on the very negative side of rebellion, and what's her name, or Amanda, leaving him because of that. So now we're dealing with the aftermath in the penultimate track, Homecoming. And 12th Street is it's sort of about him wanting to escape from a boring existence. It's a really great part of the song, but now we're going bigger and better and louder on the, so East 12th Street was the second movement of Homecoming, and it comes in 5th and worst. Now we're getting better and better, right? With the death of St. Jimmy coming in 4th. And it is the beginning of Homecoming. And I love this booklet. It has these interesting excerpts from the characters. He's got there's his bus ticket. Dear Dad, or God, or whatever, I stole some money from what's her name. Actually, she lent me the cash. I got a bus ticket home. I'm nothing, just like you. Too bad you'll never read this. I've met the girl of my dreams. She's dead to me now, anyway. I'm coming home in victory, arms open wide, sitting by a Greyhound toilet. Justice was served. The end of the world was hell all along. You're just too stupid to notice. That's why I love you. First stop, convenience store. I got lies to tell. Glory never felt so good. I'll buy my own beer. Thank you very much. J. P.S. Take a bleeping shower. And that is the introduction to The Death of St. Jimmy, which takes place on October 19th. I'm guessing 1990, I think, is when this story actually occurred in Billy's life. But yeah, the opening part of Homecoming, my heart is beating from me. I'm standing all alone. Please call me only if you are coming home. We get the mentioning of St. Jimmy again. He's the spark in the night, bearing gifts and trust, the fixture in the city of lust. What the hell's your name? What's your pleasure? What's your pain? Do you dream too much? Do you think what you need is a crutch? So Jimmy is just raging out at the depression and the loneliness and the trying to get off the substances, and he's going crazy, and it's just a really, really great rock song. So that was the fifth and fourth movements of Homecoming. Now we're getting into the third best movement of Homecoming. Goes to, give it up for Trey Cool, ladies and gentlemen, on vocals and guitar. He plays the shit out of it. On Rock and Roll Girlfriend, we got to find it in our hymnals here. Here it is with Billy Joe. Those promotional photos were excellent. We got Toonie, Dear Jay from Toonie. So this gives you an idea of the narrative perspective. I got a rock and roll band. I got a rock and roll life. They misspelled rock there. I got a rock and roll girlfriend and another ex-wife. I got a rock and roll house, a rock and roll car. I play the shit out of the drums, and I can play the guitar. Don't want to be an American idiot. I got a kid in New York. I got a kid in the Bay. Did you know that there's one of his kids is Trey Cool? Well, Trey is the third, but he's got a fourth, Frank Edwin Wright the fourth. So that's interesting. I haven't drank or smoked nothing in over 22 days, so get off of my case. Get off of my case. Get off of my case. Get off of his case. We got saxophones. We got Billy and Joe doing backing vocals with that callback line to American Idiot. Don't want to be an American idiot. Get off of my case. Get off of my case. Get off of my case. It's not serious, but it's the most serious Trey Cool song that one could hope for. I hope for more. I dream big. I live big, gosh darn it. I'm going to have hair one day. Rock and Roll Girlfriend coming in third. Then we got to go back a little bit for the second best movement of Homecoming by Green Day, and it is Nobody Likes You, Everyone Left You. This was my ringtone for years and years and years, and nobody got it, and it was fine. Nobody got it, everyone hated it. This is the song. It's very important, and I just love Mike Dirnt singing. He needs to do it more. He needs a solo career. Mike Dirnt is singing, and this is sort of where some of the inspiration for American Idiot came from. Billy Joe was in court for a DUI issue, and Trey Cool was dealing with another ex-wife, actually getting divorced on the day that they were scheduled to be in the recording studio, and Mike Dirnt was he's the early bird of Green Day, and he was really frustrated that they weren't there because he was just ready to play bass and sing backing vocals, and he said, "Screw it, I'm going solo," and he was going to record a song by himself. And of course, since the Nimrod days, Green Day had these big inspirations of doing something massive, and Mike Dirnt wrote, "Nobody likes you. I fell asleep while watching Spike TV after 10 cups of coffee, and you're still not here. Do not drink 10 cups of coffee. I've had like 1 or 2 today, and I'm jacked up beyond belief. It made my hair fall out, but not my goatee, because I'm like Walter White in that way. His eyebrows and goatees mysteriously stayed on his face, as is his glasses. Bog Dog's eyebrows." What are we talking about? We're talking about Green Day. You're still not here. Dreaming of a song when something... I wonder what song Mike was dreaming of. I bet he was maybe some of those Cigarettes and Valentine's songs that didn't quite work out. Or maybe a new one. Like maybe they had plans to work on a specific song, like American Idiot or Holiday. And this happened. Or maybe part of Jesus of Suburbia. Something went wrong, and I can't tell anyone because you're not here. And he can't, Green Day can't talk about new material before it comes out. Left me here alone when I should have stayed home. After 10 cups of coffee, I'm thinking, where'd you go? Now that one, that marked out line, I think it just says I'm thinking, and then it marks it out and puts it down here. Where'd you go? Go. That's a line that will show up in What's Her Name later on. Nobody likes you. Everyone left you. They're all out without you, having fun. In court, come on, Mike. They're all out without you, getting sued. Everyone left you. Nobody likes you. They're all out without you, having fun. Where'd you go? Go, 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 go. Oh! Jeez. There's a lot of weird background vocals in Homecoming. But now we're in the best part of Homecoming, the number one. They're coming for that number one spot. And it goes to We're Coming Home Again, the 5th movement. And look at that. That looks like something straight out of 21st Century Breakdown, does it not? Look at that. That is 21st Century Breakdown artwork. What's going on up here? Huh? Part 5, We're Coming Home Again. This is kind of the wrapping up of the present day story of American Idiot before we get the retroactive looking back in sadness in What's Her Name. But We're Coming Home Again, and this is here they come marching down the street like a desperation murmur of a heartbeat coming back from the edge of town. So everybody's coming back home defeated underneath their feet. The time has come and it's going nowhere. Nobody likes you, and nobody ever said that life was fair. I think there's sort of nobody is sort of a generic word, but I think there is sort of part of that that's part of American Idiot, like nobody's. Go-karts and guns are treasures they will bear in the summer heat. The world is spinning around and around out of control again. From the 7-Eleven at the beginning of the story to the fear of breaking down. That line, I think that's one of the best lines in American Idiot. That when Billy Joe says, to the fear of breaking down. It's like from being a teenager, hanging out in a parking lot, to being destroyed emotionally and in life. So send my love a letter bomb and visit me in hell. Nobody ever died for his sins in hell. Remember that? We're the ones going home. We're coming home again. I started fucking running just as my feet touched ground. We're back in the barrio. But to you and me, that's Jingle Town. Home. We're coming home again. Nobody likes you. Everyone left you. They're all out without you. Having fun. The bells are ringing, the guitars, the bass, the drums, the piano. He really messed up. He really messed up his life. And that was let's get some dates here on this stuff. Like the entirety of Homecoming is October 19th, when all this is going down. And then on New Year's Day, I think that's important on what's her name. Like he's looking back on things that have happened previously. January 1st, New Year's Day, and like I said, I like to think American Idiot, the narrative takes place in 1990. What's her name? I wish, can you see Amanda in that or that? You can see my dirty fingernails. I'm a hard worker. I am the internet's busiest music nerd. Don't let that other bald-headed guy with glasses tell you that he is the internet's busiest music nerd, unless he's got that copyrighted. But I'm just saying. And that was that, or so it seemed. Or is this the end or the beginning? All I know is she was right. I am an idiot. It's even on my birth certificate in so many words. This is my rage. This is my love. This is my town. This is my city. This is my life. That was ranking the movements of Homecoming by Green Day. I am planning on possibly even tonight filming ranking the acts of 21st Century Breakdown. That should be very interesting. I know that was tough because there's multiple songs in each one, and they're all really good. But we're going to do that. We're going to also do any multi-part songs. I think I've got the script for Somewhere Now or Forever Now. I think I've got the Forever Now script written. And so I think that's going to be coming out soon. So hope to see you in that video and see you liked and subscribed and comment and just giving me millions of dollars in revenue money. That would be ideal. So thank you.